given somebody who has been in that company or that association to work with him as a mentor. So Honorable Kisoi, congratulations and you are most welcome. Again, Honorable Speaker, the speakers who have spoken before me have taught our new member the wrong way of handling matters in this house. Our standing orders are very clear. If you start in English, you complete in English. Almost every speaker who spoke in this house has mixed, and that is mutilating, and that is wrong. That is wrong way. That is wrong way of mentoring a new member in this house. Again, Honorable Speaker,
I want to believe that Mheshimiwa Kisoi was assisted, the new Rini
was assisted by very many people when he was doing his campaign. Those who supported you, some end personal interest, some are attainable, others are not. So what will happen is that you lose some because somebody want to be your PA, and PA can only be one, and those who are hiring that position are more than 20. So if you don't give the 20, it means you are going to lose some friends. There are others who are not opposing you, those who are opposing you, and they can now believe that you are their representative, and they will be willing to join you. I would request that you make use of your friends and also make use of your enemies. If you want to survive in leadership, make use of both. Your friends will always tell you what you want to hear, and your enemies will tell you the truth. The truth. So let us make use of everyone. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, we are here encouraging our friend now to ensure that he comes back in 2027. Nobody is assured in this house. All the members seated here, nobody can confirm that is 100% sure that 2027 he will be here. Let us do what is required of us and pray God so that come that time, we have members coming to this assembly. Honorable Speaker, finally you have said you are going to take him for a training. If a class is of one person, that class cannot be interactive. I'm requesting that you make arrangements. You set an induction session and ensure that as we induct him as a new member, we have a refresher course for the sitting members. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Phoebe.
Speaker, asante na wabunge waheshimiwa. Jina ni Phoebe Koki, mteule wa chama cha maendeleo chap. Wacha nichukue hii fursa kumshukuru Mungu na nimwambie mheshimiwa ambaye ameingia leo, mbunge wa Mumbune North, karibu. Tumeongea maneno mingi sana na nafikiri wetu haukuwa uwasia, wetu ulikuwa kumwenzi mheshimiwa ambaye ameingia. Hayo mambo mengine, mheshimiwa, nimeona wewe ni mtoto. Tukiingia kimiaka, nasema hivi, kwa hili bunge mimi ndio mama wa hili bunge, mother house, na mimi peke yangu ndio nafaa kukaa na wewe kukueleza jinsi ya kuishi hili bunge. Niliingia hili bunge mwaka wa 2013, na ukiona bado nimekaa hapa, jua kuna jambo nalijua nalielewa vizuri kuliko yeyote mbunge ambayo kwa hili nyumba. Kwa hivyo Bwana Kisoi, karibu sana na tutaonana nikueleze jinsi ya kuishi na hao wabunge. Kwa hivyo tulia, karibu, na nashukuru Mungu sana. Kinyang'anyiro kilichokuwa Mumbune North hata kilitia kiwewe na kikaleta hata uhasama katikati ya wengi wetu, lakini nashukuru Mungu ukweli ulisimama na uliweza kushinda, na tunasema asante Mungu na karibu. Asante Bi Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Paul.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. for this chance. I want to take this opportunity. First, my name is Paul Wambua. I represent the people of Kibaoni Ward. And I want to take this opportunity to tell my younger brother, because I know Jeff Musyoka, who is like a brother to me and is your uncle. I want to welcome you, say kudos, well done, for a bruising battle that saw you sit where you are today. I want to also, as the whip for PTP, concede defeat on behalf of our candidate in the Mumbuni by-election. I'm sure he did not write anything. So I want to say our 8 votes will improve in the coming election. Going through what you've done, I would equate it to what men go through. Circumcision. You've been circumcised. Now what you do, go to the river and look for the lizard's poop. Apply yourself and work for the people of Mumbuni, irregardless of who voted for you. Because at the end of the day, those are your people. You only had a different opinion. Lastly, always stand for the truth. And I will tell you, because I have 3 years of experience better than you, as someone said, most of the people where you are sitting don't love the truth. Love the truth, because our electorates are very bright and they know everything that happens in this county, in this house. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and welcome once more. My work in this assembly is to show you the gym and other facilities, so I'll be talking to you. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Mwanga, then Honorable Catherine, and then Honorable Faria. And we end it at that. Okay.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for catching my eye. Madam Speaker, I want to start by welcoming my young brother to this honorable house and congratulate him. Madam Speaker, I have carefully listened to the previous speakers who spoke about how long they have lived or they have been in this house. My young brother, the person addressing you now is the senior most member to have been in this chamber. It is true, because, Madam Speaker, I first entered this chamber in the year 2008 on 28th of February under the old constitution. Immediately after the promulgation of the new constitution, that is 2010 constitution, I was the first leader of majority to serve for 5 years. I think now you can make a decision on who you can seek advice from. Majority of the people who are sitting next to you have never spoken about the people they represent in and outside of this assembly. Remember, you have been sent to this house by the people of Mumbuni. You have not been sent to this house, please take my advice, by the executive. We campaigned for you as Wiper Party, but we did not campaign for you as the executive. Represent your people. Under your permission, Madam Speaker, I want to present this gift to my young brother. He is our Wiper member, and with your permission, can you allow him to walk? I present the gift. You are not the speaker. I'm requesting from the speaker.
Point of order.
Even if you
Point
don't
of order.
want that, I will
Point
just
of order.
forward it to him.
Point
Thank
of
you, Madam
order.
Speaker.
Point of order, Madam Speaker. Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Allow him to.
You cannot allow this kind of traditions to go on here, Madam Speaker. This is a house of debate. Cannot be this kind of occasions here. This is wrong. This is not a party occasion.
Honorable, Honorable Catherine.
Thank you,
Honorable
Madam
Catherine.
Speaker. I stand to congratulate my dear brother, Mheshimiwa Honorable Kisoi. This was a journey which you walked, and God Almighty gave you this seat. As a Wiper Patriotic Front, We are very proud because God has added us another son. May God bless you as you lead the Mumbuni people. May He guide you in everything which you do, and may you live to keep the words which you have spoken. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Faria.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Faria Jabdi, nominated by WIPA and a marginalized minority ticket. May I take this opportunity to congratulate my brother Kisoi for winning the seat. And I say this, leadership comes from God. It is the Almighty who has given you that position. Make use of that opportunity, serve your people with diligence, without favor or fear.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Member. Let's end it there. Thank you, members, for the congratulatory messages to our new member, and I'm sure he felt at home. At this point, I want to make some changes, and I want to rearrange the order of business today, and standing order number 37-2, that I'd like to rearrange the business in the order paper as follows. We start with order number 9, order number 8, order number 10, order number 11, order number 12, in that order. Okay, let's proceed. Next order.
Order number 9, motion, approval of report of KISIP 2, local, physical, and land use development plans for the informal settlements of Motituni, Mumandu, Makutano Mamwala, and Masinga.
At this point, may I invite Honorable Daniel Ndwiki, Chairperson Lands Committee, to come forward and proceed with the motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that, pursuant to Section 126 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, Standing Order,
proceed.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I will repeat. I'll start.
Yes, start afresh.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that, pursuant to the Section 126 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012 and Standing Order. Okay. Yes. Okay, so. Thank you for the guidance. Approval of report of KISIP 2, local, fiscal, and land use development plan for informal settlement of Mutituni, Mumbuni, Mumandu, Makutano, Mamwala, and Masinga. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that, pursuant to Standing Order 190, Section 5, this Assembly adopts the report on Land Committee and the consideration of the Kenya Informal Settlement Project, KISIP 2, Local, Fiscal, and Land Use Development Plan, LP, and LUDPs, Informal Settlement of Motituni, Mumandu, Makutano, Mamwala, and Masinga, as laid on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 9th December 2025. I call upon the Honorable Kaloi to second the motion.
Thank you, honorable members. I now propose the question that, pursuant to Standing Order 190, Suborder 5, Let me take that again. I now propose the question that, pursuant to Standing Order 190, Suborder 5, this House adopts the report of the Water and Irrigation Committee. There's a mistake. Sorry, members, for that mix-up. I now propose the question that, pursuant to Standing Order 190, Suborder 5, this House adopts the report of the Lands Committee on the consideration of Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Project, KISIP 2, Local Physical and Land Use Development Plan, informal settlements of Mutituni, Mumandu, Makutano, Mamwala, and Masinga, as laid on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 9th December 2025. Before I call members to debate this motion, I would request the mover to come and highlight on the report. Honorable Ndwiki.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. A report on consideration of local, physical, and land use development plan for the informal settlement of Mumandu, Mutituni, Makutano, Mamwala, and Masinga, KISIP 2. Honorable Speaker, I wish to request you to allow me just to go through the implementation objectives of the KISIP 2 program. That is in page 8. I also highlight on the committee findings. That is in page 13. And then committee recommendation. And then committee recommendation, Madam Speaker.
Sorry. You can proceed in that manner.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker.
You said we are starting with?
I start with page 8, which talks about the implementation objectives of the KISIP 2 program.
Okay.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, in funding the regularization and upgrading program for the said 4 informal settlement of Mutituni, Mumandu, Makutano, and Makutano, Mamwala, and Masinga, the World Bank intends to achieve the following: upgrade the informal settlement by providing access to the land and public infrastructure such as roads, electricity, schools, health facilities, hence transforming the settlement into more organized and sustainable living environment. Number 2, provision of security of tenure through the issuance of title deeds. Number 3, to facilitate public participation and implementation, monitoring and evaluation phases, hence providing inclusivity and land ownership during the whole process. This will ensure that public interest is considered during the implementation process. Number 4, enhancing the quality of life of the residents by improving living conditions and access to essential services. And number 5, supporting citizen capability by recognizing the importance of engaging and empowering the community in planning and decision making. I'll go to page 13, committee findings. Honorable Speaker, after analysis of the 4 fiscal development plans of the in line with the procedures and guidelines required in the preparation of the fiscal development plans, the committee confirmed the following. Number 1, Third, in due diligence and all necessary legal procedures, including verification of land ownership, boundaries, and settlement of claims, were addressed in the course of preparation of the 4 physical land use development plans. Third, pursuant to the provision of the Article 10 and 174 of the Constitution, public participation and stakeholders' engagement was done across all stages in the said 4 informal settlements. And number 3, the land occupied by the 4 informal settlements is public land. And pursuant to Article 61, Section 1 and 2, that provides all land belongs to the people. That process of regularization and said public land is in line with the Constitution. The program instituted key committee from the count oversees implementation of the program. Those committees include the count project coordinating team, CPCT, settlement executive committee, SEC, and grievance redress committee, GRC. Members of the committee were sourced from the count with full representation from the group, including the office of the area MCA. Number 5, that all the 4 fiscal development plans have taken into consideration provision of public utilities and as provided under the Fiscal and Land Use Development Act 2019. Third, the program will lead to upgrading of infrastructure within the 4 informal settlements, such as construction and improvement of roads, drainage systems, and sanitation facilities, as well as provision of reliable water and electricity services. The program will lead to enhancement of land tenure security for residents of all the 4 settlements through issuance of title deeds and legal documentation to reduce vulnerability and residents to forced eviction and disputes. The project will strengthen the capacity of Machakos County government and institutions in managing urban development effectively. That this program implementation will highly boost the economy of Machakos County by absorbing funding from the development partners. Committee recommendations. Honorable Speaker, Article 185, Sub-Article 4 of the Constitution provides that a county assembly may receive and approve plan and policies for the management and exploitation of the county's resources and the development and the management of its infrastructure and institutions. That pursuant to the above provision read with the Section 8 at 20 of the Fiscal and Land Use Plan Act 2019, the Lands Committee recommends that the House approves the following KISIP 2 Local Fiscal Plan, Fiscal and Land Use Development Plan, LP and LUDPS. Mutituni Local Fiscal and Land Use Development Plan number MKES 56/2025/01. Muumandu Local Fiscal and Land Use Development Plan number MKES 56/2025/2. Makutano Mamwala Local Fiscal and Land Use Development Plan MKES 56/2025/3. And 4, Masinga Local Fiscal and Land Use Development Plan MKES 56/2025/04. The third password to Standing Order 181 on report, the House resolution, the CSM Department of Lands, Housing, Urban and Development and Energy should within 60 days of approval of this report submit to the County Assembly the status of implementation of the recommendations of this report. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. We have all the other documents attached to the report, so members can go through the attached copies of the same. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ndwiki. Now, may I invite members to debate this motion? Honorable Helen Ndeti.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand here to make my comment on this report. I happen to be a member of this committee, and I'm sure members, honorable members, you have already gone through the lengthy report. What I would request is that this is a project that is World Bank funded. It's a project that is going to improve the living standards of our people. It's a project that is going to provide infrastructure like buildings and schools, shopping centers. So I think as honorable members, we pass this report so that the project can continue. So mine is to plead with honorable members to pass the report. Thank you.
Honorable Brian Kisila, Honorable Johanna, Honorable Mbula, in that order.
Madam Speaker, my name is Brian Kisila. I'm a member of the Lands Committee, and also my people are benefiting out of this program. This is one of the best programs ever done, funded by the World Bank. And we look forward to its actualization, because this program takes in consideration the entire physical planning of a town, and my town called Makutano ya Mwala has benefited from this. I have sat down throughout the entire process, and even now we are going to the final details of ensuring that we even give title deeds to owners of the property. You realize, Madam Speaker, most of our urban centers are not well planned. Most of the urban centers don't even have titles. So I think this is a very noble idea, Madam Speaker, and I want to commend highly the Minister, CCM Lands, together with the Chief Officer, Urban Development, Madam Maureen, and the consultant. They have done a commendable job. And I urge the members to pass this so that now the consultant can go to the final stages and we get the title deeds out. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Johanna. Sure.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I also wish to applaud the Committee on Lands for this report, and also, Madam Speaker, state that I was able to sample the process by participating fully. I was hands-on during the process, especially for Mutituni, right from inception up to the beaconing stage. And I want to say that, Madam Speaker, this is a great milestone for Mutituni people, and also for the areas which are earmarked to benefit from the said physical and land use development plans, because in the said areas we are now able to get more organized markets where we are able to have areas set for the commercial operations, residential, and even the industrial parts of the markets which have been planned so far. And I want that, Madam Speaker, the process really involved the residents. As the report reads, there were even a subcommittee which was addressing any disputes, and therefore that is why the process saw its way to the level which we are approving today, because all the areas were taken care of, right from the laws which were supposed to be employed in doing the mapping and also the entire exercise, and also engaging public, which is a requirement in the Constitution. And Madam Speaker, I would like to say that I am proud that during my time as the MCA Mutituni Gelani Ward, Mutituni Market will benefit from acquiring the plot owners acquiring title deeds, therefore improving the livelihood of the residents there, and also giving them capacity also to borrow and maybe even improve on the infrastructure in that Mutituni Market. Therefore, Madam Speaker, I want to beg that this House moves with speed and approves this report so that we can go to the next level of issuance of the title deeds. I will not sit without, although in his absence, congratulating also Honorable Kisoi for being elected. He is my neighbor, my immediate neighbor, and I would have...
Proceed.
No, I am on the floor, Madam Speaker. And I want to say that I'm very happy with this speed, with this report, and I'll continue to say congratulations, Honorable Kisoi. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Mbula.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I am Constance Mbula Nzioki, special elect by Maendeleo Chap. I want to say this report is quite overdue. I am a committee member in that Lands Department, and I want to say we've really worked hard as a committee. We did not start yesterday. We've spent hours, many days from day one. We used to come, discuss, go, and most of the times we couldn't find a way of evaluating this report. But together with the Minister of Lands, we reached somewhere. And the best thing is that this comes from the people who give money, not the county. World Bank, and I wish to say, members, we need to support this report. It is not money we are going to wait from the county assembly or Machakos government. Money is ready, it's just waiting for us to pass this report, and we move on. I am happy. Many people will now know where they belong, because land was not well divided. Most of the women have no titles. You find a woman lives there, land belonged to the husband after he passed on or she bought, and now you find it's like women are not given anything. They have no right. But with this now, everybody will know where they live, and markets will know where they go. I remember we've been complaining about some markets taken to a place where people cannot reach. But now with this report, all will be well. And I want to urge this assembly to pass this report as soon as possible. It's been quite overdue. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Monga. Let him proceed. Okay, we have.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and the members for allowing me to contribute. I'm a beneficiary of this exercise. I want to start by thanking the Committee on Lands for bringing the report, and I am urging members we pass the report as it is. My people down there in Masinga Central will be benefiting, and if they are, I'm also benefiting. I want to say the exercise is still on, because yesterday I accompanied the officers who are doing beaconing in my market, that is Masinga, and I want to say my people are going to be empowered, because they will have lease title and they will be walking straight to the banks and trying to borrow. Now it is going to be easy. Members, allow me to say, you allow that I be the last to speak on this, because I can hear the mood of the House. So, Madam Speaker, thank you for allowing me to contribute on this.
let me not lock members out because, this is our house and we need to say something. Honorable Ndawa, Honorable Kavyu, Honorable Eric Musembi, Honorable Kaloi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for making that ruling. In fact, these people, the members who have spoken, would have locked us out. Honorable Speaker, my name is Judas Ndawa, the representative of the great people of Matu. Honorable Speaker, I want to start by applauding our most able chair, together with the emeritus chair, Urban, Honorable Brian Kisila, for this noble report. The report is very brief and self-explanatory, Honorable Speaker. And the reason why I'm saying I should speak on this, Honorable Speaker, I believe now the markets that are being worked on are under the Committee of Urban Development. And as the chair and my members are here, we are interested to talk affected party. So we need to say something. Honorable Speaker, this is the way to go. The committee has burnt midnight oil to ensure that we have this report ready today. Because if we don't pass it today, we are likely to lose a lot of money from our bank. Yes. Deadline is tomorrow. So, Honorable Speaker, I beseech my colleagues to agree with the report so that we can be able to move forward. Two things. Honorable Speaker, some of the towns are within the existing municipalities. And again, 2 towns are in the already proposed municipalities. Masinga, this house approved a motion that Masinga, Matu, Kadiyani, and Mwala Masi be elevated to municipal status. So what this committee is doing is trying to prepare for that big day, for that good thing that the people of Masinga, Mwala, and Matu Kedimani are waiting for. So, Honorable Speaker, this is going to be the game changer. In fact, the county does not get enough resources to do all what is required. But with the existence of the existing municipalities and the new ones that we expect to get, that will be at least an additional funding. So, Honorable Speaker, the owners of these reports we need, these plots we are talking about, will be able to bail out their kids when they are jailed or when they are arrested. They can be able to give those title deeds as bond and have their relatives do their matter while outside. Again, Honorable Speaker, in our area, that is Machakos and Cumberland, majority of people pretend or think that if you buy a new vehicle or when you own a new plot, they say you are using Majini. Honorable Speaker, I want to advise my residents and locals of Machakos. The greatest genie is the banks. Kenya Commercial Bank, Faulu Bank, Equity Bank, and the rest. Our people are being defeated by our colleagues, by our neighbors, because they fear borrowing. Honorable Speaker, there is one saying in Kikamba which says, the witness is the one who is jailed first. If you are a witness in a matter, you want me to say in Kikamba? No. In Kikamba they say, that's what they say. But in English, the witness is the one who is jailed first. And that thing has affected our community for a very long time, Honorable Speaker. Let me speak from here and say, it is only one witness who was jailed in Mombasa. And that witness saw another person assaulting a colleague. The matter was taken to Mombasa. The witness did not have fare to travel from his home to Mombasa. So the first hearing, the witness was bonded but did not appear. The second hearing, he did not get fare. And the complainant, who was to be assisted by that evidence, was not able to cater for transport. So when it came to the third hearing, That is the time when the matter was only to be struck out. The prosecutor raised and said, Honorable, our Lordship, Judge, we have been boarding this witness, and he has not been coming. This matter, we onboarded him. So I applied for warrant of arrest so that we can arrest that particular person and have him come here to testify. By good luck or by bad luck, that witness had borrowed money from somewhere, and he onboarded a vehicle the previous evening, so the bus delayed on the way. So at the time, the magistrate was saying, warrant issued. He just got into the court. So because the warrant was in place, he was taken and locked somewhere in a lock, in another cell, small cell. Later he was brought to testify. But those who were in that court said, so the witness is the one who's jailed before the accused. We want to educate our people to forget about that. Let us, if somebody requests you to sign for him as a guarantor, please sign for that particular person. And whoever who is going to borrow, let us be managers of that money so that we can be able to repay. Honorable Speaker, this is the way to go. And I'm pleading, we plan for all our towns in the county so that at least if a man and 3 wives and he had a plot measuring 60 and the mzee is deceased, the plot can be subdivided into 3 portions. First wife gets 20, second wife 20, and the other one 20. So that if son of first wife is in a problem, the mother can be able to bail him out. So, Honorable Speaker, I support and beg my colleagues to agree with the report. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable Minority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to support the report. Madam Speaker, this is a milestone for our people. And once this report is adopted, the people of Mutituni, Mumando, Makutano, Mwala, and Masinga are going to be a beneficiary of something that has bothered our people for the longest, because the reason land has no bigger value in Machakos and possibly the Ukambani region is lack of clear ownership documentation. That has been a nightmare for our people, and we want to appreciate World Bank for supporting such an initiative. And today we are not just approving a report for us to beat the tomorrow's deadline, but this is a document that we are approving for the posterity of our people, even beyond this term, because World Bank has been a key supporter of ensuring the marginalized and the areas that have been left behind since independent catches up with other areas. And we also want to ask the executive to move with speed, because this is another batch. We already have other similar programs in Mavoko that were started. And Madam Speaker, we want to ask them to fast track and ensure those people get these documents. And also to Honorable Ndawa, let's not just foresee problem. Title deeds can be used as a ticket to get out of poverty. We not only need to use them to bail people from jail, to put them as bonds, this can also be used as a way of securing investment so that our people can make decent and justified earning. So it is a good step to the right direction. And Madam Speaker, as a House, I think this one we are in agreement, and we are in support so that our people can get justice and documents that have been elusive since independent. It is only our region where we are lacking behind in terms of getting this documentation. And Madam Speaker, as I finish, let's also not pursue the World Bank programs alone. Let's also, as a county, as an assembly, look for a way our people are going to get their ownership document, especially from the societies, because mostly land in our region was communal. And Madam Speaker, it is a very big challenge for our people to get ownership document, and it is the only way we can resolve, especially where I come from in Mavoko, issues of double allocation are very rampant. You find that somebody sells a land to Honorable Maida, and because he only has a document from the society, tomorrow on the DS comes, is sold the same piece of land, and you might find a single parcel has been sold to like 10 people. So what the result is normally a problem. So as a house, let's also look for a way of ensuring that we assist our people, so that, because in the law is very clear, when there is a title, it is not easy for you to reproduce a title on top of another one. So it's a milestone, and I'm in total support of the report. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Last and not least, Honorable Eric Musembi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First, I rise to support the report. And as you know, all of you are aware about the issues of lands in our area. Mine is just to urge the House to aid in the adoption of the report, majorly because you all know the impact of these lands in our area, markets. What I just want to urge you, for the people of Mumando area, I want to see the positive impact of social and economic. That's all. I beg you, the honorable members, to just adopt the report. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and congratulations to the whole committee of the lands.
Thank you. Thank you, honorable member. May I call the mover of the motion to respond?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. I want to thank members for your contribution and your overwhelming support to this noble project that will benefit not only the people from those areas, but benefit the whole Machakos as a whole. So I want just to make this acknowledgement. Honorable Speaker, the approval of the local fiscal and land use development marks major milestone in Machakos County efforts to secure informal settlement, illustrates promote orderly development and align with the Kenya's broader agenda in inclusive, sustainable housing. The Lands Committee wishes to sincerely acknowledge the invaluable support and collaboration that made the preparation of this report possible. We extend deepest appreciation to the World Bank for funding the planning exercise through the Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Program, KISIP2, which facilitated the development of land and the fiscal development plan of the settlement of Makutano, Mumando, Masinga, and Mutituni. We further recognize the consultant who conducted the workshop and guided members of the committee to fully understand the objectives, methodologies, and expected outcomes of the program. Their technical expertise greatly enriched our deliberations. The committee conveys its gratitude to the Honorable Speaker for the leadership, guidance, and unwavering support throughout the consideration of those plans. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I now put the question that, pursuant to Standing Order 190, Suborder 5, this Assembly adopts the report of Lands Committee on the consideration of Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Project, KISIP2, Local Physical and Land Use Development Plan, Informal Settlements of Mutituni, Mumando, Makutano Mwala, and Masinga, as laid on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 9th December 2025. As many are of the opinion, say aye. As many are of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 8, motion, approval of the Machakos County Annual Development Plan for the financial year 2026-2027.
At this point, sorry. At this point, may I invite Honorable Jeremiah Kaloi, Chairperson, Trade, Economic Planning and Industrialization Committee, to come forward and take us through the motion. Yes, Honorable Member.
Madam Speaker, I am seeking an indulgence guided by Standing Order number 44, subsection 4, on committal of motions, in terms of notices of motions. And I seek your indulgence. If you read this section, Standing Order number 44, section 4, says this: unless the House resolves otherwise, a notice of motion, that is page 50 of the Standing Orders, and I seek your guidance and indulgence of the same. Unless the House resolves otherwise, a notice of motion shall be given before the moving of the motion, and in any event shall not be given during the sitting in which the motion is to be moved, unless the Speaker directs otherwise. And, Honorable Speaker, if you read in terms of committal of motions and bills, the only bill that gets precedence is a money bill. Madam Speaker, we are just about to receive the report of the ADP, which lead papers were laid, and not even a single member of this assembly, unless the committee members are privy to the contents of the ADP. 2, even the papers laid by the Honorable Chair's ports, Madam Speaker, today the Standing Order number 4 gives us the directions on which are we supposed to go to about it. It's not a money bill. So my Honorable Speaker, I seek your indulgence into the interpretation of Standing Order 44, Section 4 of the same, and give us a guideline on the same. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Point of order, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also want to refer you so that as you give guidance to Standing Order number 26, which talks about special sittings of the House, and that should apply to Standing Order number 26.5, which says, no, let me say from 4, the Speaker shall, by notice in the Gazette, notify members of the place, date, and time appointed for a special sitting of the House. Sub-order 5 says, whenever the House meets for a special sitting under paragraph 1, the Speaker shall specify the business to be transacted on the day or days appointed, and the businesses so specified shall be the only business before the House during the special sitting, following which the House shall adjourn until the day appointed in the Assembly calendar. And I think we are in a special sitting. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think what we have here is the interpretation of our standing orders. And one says that when a special sitting is called, the business to be transacted is what should be transacted. But there's also a standing order which says, which gives the way that a motion or a bill should be brought into the House, into the Assembly, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, I would urge this House. I remember when we were passing the health bill that gave management committees, these members were taken somewhere. They were taken through that bill. When we wanted to form a water and sanitation company for the whole county, these members were taken through that motional bill. I don't see why we are in a hurry to pass a bill that is not a money bill without a proper interrogation, without a proper without having gone through the bill or the motions properly. Madam Speaker, I beg that
point of order, Madam Speaker.
This House first be taken through these documents.
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Proceed, Honorable Diaz.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm I'm referring the members to standing order number 44, 5B. I think the member who first stood on standing order number 44A did not read 44 5B. Madam Speaker, which states that on the issue of notice, a notice of an approved motion other than those under paragraph A may be given to members by means of list to be published in such a manner as the Speaker may from time to time direct to the...
Guide me. Where exactly are you reading from?
44 5B.
5B.
Yeah. Page 50, just the last paragraph. And state its terms to the Assembly when the motion has acquired precedence in accordance to the standing orders number 47. Madam Speaker, this refers us back to the published, the gazetted special sitting, Madam Speaker. So I think that we are sitting, we have a special sitting. We don't have to go through all this, because this B has referred us back to the listed and gazetted special sitting. Thank you.
Additional information, Honorable Speaker.
Proceed.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. From what my brother or my colleague, Honorable Dominic, has raised, Honorable Speaker, you placed that advert in some of the dailies. And in that advert, you mentioned the business to be transacted. Again, Honorable Speaker, from the communication channel that we get communication, members received messages from this assembly saying special sitting will be held on this date and the business to be transacted is this. So, Honorable Speaker, as far as I'm understanding this, that information in the message and also in that advert can serve as moving the motion. As we were coming here, we were all aware of what we are coming to deliberate. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, I sought your interpretation, and it is very clear. It does not mean that, Madam Speaker, because a gazette notice was placed to transact a certain business, that you have to go against the standing orders. This assembly is led by the standing orders, and I've sought a simple explanation. Does standing order number 44 subsection 4 contradict with what we are doing today? That is the interpretation I'm seeking, Honorable Speaker.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we just allowed the report of the Lands Committee to proceed in this House just a few minutes ago. And yet, we do not want yet another report to be brought before the same House. Aren't we contradicting ourselves? Or are we setting a precedent where a report, one can be discussed and another one cannot be discussed? Madam Speaker, please.
Proceed.
I think sometimes we fight for no reason. And let us not come here and start showing each other that we know standing orders more than the other people. The reason why we have special sittings is for business which is very urgent and which cannot wait for another day to come. And Madam Speaker, you did very well. In fact, I want to thank the majority leader, minority leader, because when we were going through the report on lands, we knew there was a time issue, and we called you, and in your wisdom, you agreed for a special sitting. And that's the reason, because we have a time frame of tomorrow. And minority leader here, majority leader is here, of tomorrow. Also, the other businesses which are also urgent, which need to be passed. And we incorporate them in the special sitting. Special sittings do not have to go through what Honorable Dominic is talking about. So, Madam Speaker, I think let's not continue wasting each other's time here. Let us continue with the business, and Madam Speaker, make that ruling so that we can continue. I don't see what the big deal is. This is the direction of the Speaker. I have listened to you members, different opinions, different standing orders have been mentioned. And I want to direct that we may not proceed with these motions that have remained because they are weighty. They need a lot of time to start with, from what I have seen. And of course, there are these issues that have been requested to interpret. Our standing orders talk about a motion, a notice of motion not being done in the same sitting with the motion itself. However, the matters are weighty. We've spent the entire day here. So I direct that the Honorable Majority Leader, Honorable Minority Leader, sit down and give us another special sitting. We have these matters conducted. That's the direction of the Speaker.
Madam Speaker, kindly, point of order, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Kindly, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I think this is a special sitting.
I have made a ruling.
And the special sitting was gazetted by none other than the Speaker herself. Yes. Having been convinced that the matters that were supposed to come to this House were urgent as per the standing orders, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, I plead to you, Madam Speaker, I think we are not taking the correct direction. Kindly, listen also to us. Listen also to us, Madam Speaker. You see, I'm not contradicting, but just imagine, Madam Speaker, something that you gazetted yourself, your office, just letting it go this way, Madam Speaker. It's not making sense. It's demeaning the Madam Speaker. Kindly, also listen to this other side. We know the intentions and the motives before this. Just allow the House proceed just as you gazetted. We all come to transact this business. Why now just one member stands up and says something, then it becomes hard, Madam Speaker. It's not fair.
I can't stand both of us.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me sit.
I have made my directions and...
Madam Speaker, just for clarity, since you have asked me and the minority leader. Madam Speaker, could you kindly quote the standing order that you have relied on to make your ruling? Because in my opinion,
Honorable Member, I have directed that Majority Leader, Minority Leader sit down, give us another seat.
Pursuant to standing order number? No, I just want
you
to
are out of order.
No, I just want to
question even the decision of the Speaker.
But I'm asking, the
decisions
here, decisions of the Speaker are made pursuant to standing orders. So what standing orders?
At this point, discretional.
What are we?
the Speaker has discretion.
Discretion, but also Standing Order number 176 talks of also House making resolution. What happens
Honorable
to us
Majority Leader, you are out of order to continue talking when I have already made a meeting.
I think for purposes of record, I think you need to quote the Standing Order. So that
can
we
I
have,
get
it's put
the
in on
provisions
the
of the law that talks about misconduct?
We can as well be chased out if we are explaining what we want is an issue, Madam Speaker.
We can go that direction.
Yes, no
problem. We can go that direction. We cannot be bullied into believing that the Speaker is the only person who can resolutions here. We also have resolution of the House. Yes. We also have resolution of the House.
I want to take this opportunity to thank you, honorable members, for a fruitful session. And I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I want to invite you also for lunch this afternoon. And at this juncture, I would like to adjourn the House. House adjourns to Tuesday, 10th February 2026 at 10 a.m. You are invited for lunch, Speaker's lunch.